Mohammed and I are going to be talking about. Okay. Yo, what's good, hustler?
Hey, what's good, hustler?
Yo, what's good, hustlers?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Welcome
What's good?
again to another episode of the Hustler Gang Tribe, our podcast where we discuss business, digital marketing, and the entrepreneurship lifestyle.
Exactly.
So, today we have a great episode for you, and that is why setting a target and scaling is important in business. So, I want to start off by asking you a very simple question. How do you set a target?
All right. So when it comes to that, which is actually, I think, also it's very very important thing to do if you are running a business. Because when it comes to this, you can divide it into like a few things. Like for example, okay, if we go to like a SMEs right now, like
Right.
those SMEs. So SME stands for small to medium entrepreneurship,
right.
right? So it's for those who are starting out and trying to sell something. For example, they're doing drop shipping, or they have their own product, they're
Right.
selling it, they just started selling it, or
Yeah.
they're working for someone selling something, stuff like that. So the mistake that I usually see happening, which I've learned so much from me and decided to like set a target for myself as well, is that people don't really have a target on how much they should achieve.
Right.
Like for example, right now, if you're selling something, if you're selling like, I don't know, a phone, something
phone.
like that, or so what they will usually do is they will focus too much on just sell, and then they will be so drained by the idea of like, oh shit, we should just sell. But the thing is, if you have a target on
Right.
how much you should sell, then it will be more relevant. Like you'll be more excited to do it, and then you'll push more if you know you still didn't achieve the target, the KPI,
Right.
and then like you'll work more, and then like you will know that when it's not working and you're not reaching the target, what is wrong with that?
Right.
That you will have to look at all of those data from the ads or the marketing activities that you do and what works and what not when you have a target.
Right.
For example, right now, like let's say the phone, like your target is to sell 50 phone per month.
Per month.
For example, right now.
Okay.
So like, you will have to work really hard to
Get to that target.
get to that target to like
Right.
sell 50 phones. And what I mean by working really hard is that when you are doing it every day, right? So and then you understand that if you're selling like one per day, you can't sell it for 30 days, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's why like setting a target is like very very important. Like even with my work right now, like I make sure with I mean obviously I do a lot of different things at the same time, right? So I have to make sure that for every types of work that I'm doing, there's a target for everything. Like
Okay.
the target for within 3 months, how much should I sell? Or even if it's not about selling, like it's about activities that I do. Okay, what should I achieve by this time? By 3 months, what should I achieve? By the 6 months, what should I achieve? Even for my life, actually, I set a target. Like, what should I achieve within 12 months? What should I achieve within a year? 3 years, and then 5 years.
5
something
years,
like that.
right? Or
So,
like
yeah.
a 10-year, 5-year plan.
Exactly. So because at the end of the day, people always say sometimes you have to go with the flow, but when it comes to business and when you have a target, it's more relevant to think about it.
You know where you're going.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like there is a mark there for you to achieve,
Achieve.
and you know that you're gonna have to reach that target instead of just going and just selling and stuff like that.
Right. True. Okay, so let's say I'm a new business. I'm starting out.
Yeah.
This is my first day. I haven't done anything yet.
Mhm.
Okay, like how do I know what is the target I set for myself?
Yeah. So here's the thing. First of all, you say you just started, right? You're just starting out.
Let's say I'm selling this pen.
Alright, so
Okay.
the good thing about that is that you already have a product.
Okay.
See, people problem sometimes when they
Yeah.
want to start, they don't know what they want to sell, which is
Okay.
so sad to think about it when we are living in 2020 right now. Because if you really look at it, it's just so easy to sell anything
Anything.
today. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to sell, but what I mean is that what you can sell pretty much everything today.
Right.
Like your service.
There's
your
just so much
product.
opportunity. out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So like it's good that you have a product right now. So like, if you say you don't have any idea on like how to like set a target and stuff like
Right.
that, the answer to that is, why don't you set a target?
Okay.
What I mean is that if you don't know how much you should sell, put a target, but make sure it's, what do you call that, relevant. Make sure it's
Logical.
logical. You know, yeah, reasonable. You know, like you cannot, like, if you're starting out, you cannot say I want to sell 5,000 pieces of this pen in
For
1
6
month.
months, right?
Exactly, and for 6 months, for example, like that. So be relevant. So like put the first milestone as in like not really low, but something that will make you push yourself to do it. So
Okay.
maybe like 100 pieces or like 150 pieces monthly, and then from there you go higher.
You grow higher.
Yeah, that's how you know if you can achieve it or not. You know, if it's too high, and then make it low. Achieve that first, and then
Come
grow,
back to the
grow,
other.
grow, keep growing. Don't always go for the same amount every month. Like that.
Right.
Mm.
It's almost like working out or building your muscles.
Yeah.
The way to really achieve that is like by overloading every time.
Mhm.
So
the weight, you mean?
the weight,
Yes,
exactly. So
the result.
every
will be
time you
more.
come in, you increase the weight a little bit,
Sure.
right? But you obviously, when you first start out, you start out with something really
Like just
simple,
the
like
barbell
just
or
a
something.
empty, bar.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Okay, so then, what is scaling?
Oh yeah, okay. So scaling, it relates to the target just now. Like I was telling you about, like, your question, you asked me how much should you put, right?
Mm.
So that's why I say, so for example right now, the first few months, the first month you say, like I said, this iPhone, for example, like I'm holding right now. So I put a target, like the first month I want to sell 50 pieces of it, okay?
Okay.
And then when you manage to sell 50 pieces,
Mm.
and then you go higher to 100,
Right.
and then higher 150, and then higher. Okay, now to make it more relevant is that, for example, right now look at the commissions that you're gonna get, okay? As in a target of how much you want to make a month.
Right.
For example, right now, if you sell 50 pieces, you will get let's say 3,000 ringgit.
Okay.
Okay, for example, okay, just by that. I mean, it should be more, but I'm
Right.
just giving you an example.
Yeah, just
okay?
like, okay.
You're gonna have me a little bit. You're gonna have to help me a little bit with the maths right now, actually. Okay, right now, for example, right now, your target. Okay, let's not look at the product yet. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's look at this. Okay, for example, your target. Okay, let's go a little bit higher. Let's go with like 5,000. Okay.
Pieces.
So no, 5,000 ringgit,
Ringgit.
as an income per
Okay.
month.
Okay.
For you
So this
to
is the
start out.
target income. Let's
Yeah.
say, for example.
To scale, I want to give you the idea on
Yeah.
how to scale from there.
Okay.
Okay. So your target right now is to get 5,000 per month. Okay.
Okay.
Now, 5,000 per month, you have to divide with 30 days, which
Okay.
is 1 month, right?
Right.
So let's go with 30 for like, so 5,000
Divide by 30, that's about 500 per 3, about 150 ringgit per month.
100 per day.
100
actually.
per day, sorry.
Exactly.
167.67.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay, he's good with math. All right. So, okay, 100 and what?
67.
Okay, let's go with 170 as
Okay.
like a
A
now,
benchmark,
yeah, a
right.
benchmark, yeah. So like, so that's how much you should make
per day.
per day
Right.
for you to get 5,000 per month.
Okay.
So right now, 170 per day. Look back at your product and see how much commission do you make per product.
Product. Okay.
So for example, right now,
like what's, for example, your profit
yeah, exactly.
per product?
Exactly. So, for example, the profit that you're gonna get from one product that you sell is 30 ringgit.
Okay.
So, for
It's
30
about like
to
6
get
pieces.
6 pieces.
Yeah.
There you go. So that means per day you have
Minimum
to sell
target,
6 pieces.
Okay.
And then every day, consistently, you have to sell 6 pieces for you to achieve 5,000 ringgit per month. So every day you're getting 170 approximately.
Right.
And then you're getting 170 every day consistently, and that's how you go to 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
Right.
So like the thing about this is that when you have this target and then you're scaling it like this,
Uh-huh.
then you will see. So the first day when you're doing it, you didn't sell 6 pieces.
Right.
So you're gonna have to cover it on the next day.
Right.
And this is how you improve. It might not happen. Trust me, it will not happen in the first 1 or 2 months for you to
Okay.
sell consistently like that. You know. So you're gonna have, when you have this target. So aim to reach that target. It might take a while, but once you reach that target already, you manage to sell 6 pieces a day, and you'll be more after this. And then set your new benchmark, scale for more, target for more, for 10,000 per month, for example.
Exactly.
And then you scale back like the way I said it. Now divide the 10,000 by 30 days, and then look at the commission that you got, and then how much should you actually sell. To get to that target.
Right. So it's like a small, it's like a ruler, and then you're like trying to divide it into small little scales, sort of.
Exactly.
Or
Like
small little segments or sections.
Sure.
So like on a smaller scale or a smaller basis, how much you need to make.
Exactly.
For example, per day.
Sure.
Or per month.
Yes. So like this is exactly what I usually do when I'm doing talk or consultation. I will actually make like a straight line, and I'll do like day 0 and day 30 at the end.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will divide it into like 30 days, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll do the same math. How much do you target? Like how much is your target? How much you want to get? And then this is how much you should make per day.
Right.
Then let's go to your product. How much you're making from your product, and divide that like per day and how much you should sell. And then that's how much you should actually sell per day.
Right. So let's say I started out, and I'm doing everything right and everything, but then like I don't reach my daily target, or I don't reach my monthly target. Let's say I set a monthly target for me to make 5,000 as an income. Now I'm not making 5,000, right? So what do I do now? How do I go back and make the target smaller, or do I just like keep pushing?
Yeah. Okay. So that's why like when I said in the beginning just now, the target needs to be relevant.
Right.
So go with something that's relevant first for you to achieve.
Okay.
Then from there you grow. Okay. So the question about what should I do is that now that's the time for you to improve your marketing skills, your marketing knowledge.
Right.
Learn more about marketing, how to sell these things, how do I do an effective, how can I make effective advertisement so that I can achieve this target.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so that's the solution to that.
True.
Instead of going down, no, don't ever go down. Like I said, be relevant, and then it has to go up every single time. It should not go down.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you need to do is improve your marketing
method, right?
Yeah, the method,
rather than
how to do it. Rather
making
than
the target smaller.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. Because usually what I would think is I can't. For example, I can't, do this in the first month. So let me set, a smaller target for myself. But then it takes out the whole challenge out of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there is no more fun in doing it, because now if I'm only selling, let's say for example this phone, if I'm only selling 1 piece a day, then anybody can do that.
There shouldn't even be a target. But like sometimes to start, maybe people need that kind of motivation,
Okay.
so that at least they know that they can sell something.
Right.
So if it's that low and you think you need it, sure, do it, but make sure it's consistent.
Right.
You cannot sell one phone a month.
True.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So even if it's like too low, but make sure it's consistent, because you have to scale up. You have to go.
Right. And obviously after that I have to increase, or set a higher target.
Exactly.
For, let's say, selling the phones.
Yeah.
Or selling, these pens or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Okay. That's amazing. That's a lot of information. So let's remember that one more time. First, set a target that is relevant. Okay, and the next thing is scaling. Divide it into smaller segments. This way it's easier for you to set or to understand
how much you should sell
per month or per day.
per day for it to be relevant for you to reach your target.
Right.
See, it's very, when you do this thing, trust me, you have a better idea on how much work you should actually
Put it in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a great episode, obviously. So stay with us, stay tuned. Make sure you keep following us for more further episodes. We are going to keep talking about business, digital marketing, and
entrepreneurship lifestyle.
There it is.
Man, it was making me do it.
Okay. We're on all of the social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Make sure to follow us and check out our episodes if you haven't listened to them before. And stay tuned for the next ones. See you soon. That's your